Hello and welcome back to the Average Joe podcast. Of course, I'm your host, your Joe, and today we have Tizzy.
Hello.
Hello. And this is my friend of like 15 plus years, so
Way back.
too far back,
Way
you know.
back.
Well, we won't talk about how far back. But today's topic, since we're polar opposites on our dating style, I just thought it would be fun to just kind of see where we kind of like lie there. So I tend to like older guys, and she tends to like younger.
I like older guys, but younger guys do your transition.
She'll say what she says, but her track record. No. Okay. But we'll just get into some of the, I'll say pros and cons, or just kind of differences just between younger men versus older men, and also to younger women versus older women, and like just some of the nuances and differences, and as to why each kind of goes for the other. So why do you think younger men keep approaching you?
So, I will say for one, a lot of people tell me that I do not look my age. When I tell them my age, they're like, no way.
How old are you?
So anyways, when I tell them my age, they're like, no way, that's not your age. And I'm like, that's my age. So I feel like because I look younger, and I'm a bit on the shorter side, but regardless, I feel like that is why a lot of younger guys gravitate towards me and feel like, oh, okay, she's younger. And I will add to that, I'm also like a fun person. Like I find myself to be outgoing. I'm an introvert
In the street.
but I am also at times an extrovert. I can say I'm a little bit of both, mostly introvert. But I feel like a combination of all those things is what makes a lot of them think that, oh, let me go towards her.
But there is a good reason, like, why they kind of, like, it's not just one, it's multiple of them. Like, do you feel like you're a little bit of a motherly figure toward them? Or they're looking for a little bit of stability, and, like, you are a very stable person, you're at a stable point, and they kind of gravitate towards you just because, like, they want to feel that, like, stability and motherly figure kind of thing? Like, do you feel like that's a part of the reason?
I mean, I will honestly say, like, it was funny. I was telling somebody this the other day that when I was younger, I felt like a lot of older dudes, for some reason, would approach me. And at the time, I was like, ew, like, you're older. I don't want to talk to you. And now that I am older, a lot of the younger ones approach me, and I'm just like, this is karma. Because
I was turning them down when
Exactly.
I wanted, and then now.
And now it's like, oh, I don't want the younger dudes, and that's all that's approaching me. So it's just kind of interesting to see how the tables turn in a sense.
I don't know why I haven't had that. The table hasn't really turned for me. It was like I've always older guys. I've just always been attracted more to older guys, and even as I've like gotten older, just older guys. Just like it's just still my ballpark. I don't know if it's necessarily like an immaturity. I think it really just has a little bit to do with the stability and like comfort, and just like the confidence factor with them, and just not have.
They have that confidence.
They do have the confidence.
And that is why I would say, like, older men versus younger men. Coming from someone who has talked to, dated younger men, I would say that, like, older men have that confidence in them.
They're just a little bit more assured. They kind of know what they want. You know, they're at a different position in life. But then as we say that those to be positives, as those can, like, I wouldn't call them absolutely negative.
When you are at a young
Yes, it is.
And I will say that's probably why when I was younger and the older men were approaching me, I was like, ew, because I was like, at that time I was younger.
Yeah, so we weren't ready.
Like, you know, my mindset wasn't on that, and now that I'm older, my mindset's on that, and now I feel like the roles are like reversed, and I'm just like, to the younger people who are not ready.
I don't know. I need to get some younger guys to approach me. Like, I don't know why is it that guys like my age really just don't approach me. They just like
they do. You push them away.
Okay, we won't. I can't confirm or deny all those things. But no, but to me, it's still just more of the older ones are just a little, you know, they just approach. They're just, like, I even say, like, I went out the other day, like, a older guy was just sitting by himself, like, entertaining, and I was with some people, and he, like, just, like, flagged me down to come over, and it's like, okay, come on. No young guy. Yeah, no young guy would have, like, done that per se.
I will say, this is a disclaimer. I won't say all younger or all older, because there are some younger men who do have the confidence and who will.
Yeah, this isn't.
There are some
These are
older
just
men
our
who are
experiences.
still in their childish ways. Like, I know a bunch of older men, 30s, older 30s, 40s,
and still very
and
childish.
Still very childish.
Yeah, still very childish. It is a certain. It's not all of them. Very much so. There are some 35-year-old losers, and up, and even even upwards. No, it is a fact. Right now, do you like? What kind of guy do you think is like interested in you as like you are right now? Do you think like an older guy? Do you think a younger guy? Or like even in the middle? We're I know we are on like.
I would think in the middle, because I'm at that age where it's like I'm literally in the middle of a lot of people who I can go either way, but I will say that I feel like a lot of younger men are attracted to me.
Are you attracted to them? And like even over the years, like what has like kind of guided you toward younger men and like kept you in that? I know. She's being honest, you guys. But no, like what's some of the good? What are some of the pros about younger men? Let's say that. What are some of the good pros about them?
I will say that a lot of them are very ambitious. They have a lot.
They have a lot of drive.
Like potential for growth, and they have a lot of opportunities, but the thing is, a lot of them will speak of it, but it's all about, are you about it?
But also too,
and
men have time to grow.
Yeah, that comes with time. That's what I will never knock any younger guy, because as long as I see that you're trying and I see that you're actually trying to go towards something in life, I'll never knock you.
And they're groomable. You get you a younger guy, they're groomable to kind of how you want to.
One thing I'll teach you guys, do never try and groom a man, because he has to want it for himself. If you
So you said there's some faults in women kind of being motherly figures and kind of, no, I'm just, don't let your guilty conscience kick in. But no, like, do you feel like that's what some of the issues are? Like, with dating younger men, it's like you kind of come off, because you are more stable. Like, they don't go dating the 30-something-year-old who's like, still figuring it out. They obviously are
at all stages in life, you're still figuring things out. It doesn't matter whether you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, because at each stage in life, there's new obstacles that you have to face. You have to figure out. So you're always growing.
Oh, for sure.
And it's all about who is able to grow at the same pace that you're growing at. Because you could grow, and someone else that you were trying to grow with is just not
growing with you
at that same pace. So it's just like,
what, like, since you're saying you're kind of into the older guys, so how old do you think you're ready to date? Like, or you're willing to kind of push that?
Trying to give away my age.
Yes, no, I'm not. But no, but like, how old are you kind of willing to go? Like, or are you kind of looking for, what's your like tap out? Like, okay.
So I guess I'm kind of weird in a sense, and I'm an overthinker in a sense that I feel like if you're in your 40s and you not married, no kids, nothing is
Something's up with you. Or they could be waiting.
So, I mean, I don't know if I would give someone in their 40s a chance, but I would definitely say mid 30s to 30. So 30 to mid 30s.
So you're tapping out at like 35.
30, we can go 36.
So 40's out of the ballpark.
Yes.
Okay. Because it could be stern in their ways. They could be not as spontaneous.
It's just a lot.
Could have maybe baby mamas or kids, or
divorced. At any age,
you really could be. More likely, the older you are, the higher the chances.
Children out there.
Children. You're trying to start a whole second family, second whole wave. What do you feel about like has happened in your past of like dating younger men and everything? Do you feel
good question?
Good. Do you feel like it was good for you? Did you gain some experience dating them? And also, too, would you go back to dating younger men, like, or are you kind of all set in that ballpark?
So I will say, like I said, for the longest time, a lot of older men tried to approach me, and then there was a time where the first younger guy approached me. All right. At that time, I didn't know he was that much younger than me, because I wasn't told the true age at the time.
Oh, well, also the man can kind of. It depends on really how you carry yourself and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
really it's the
But
maturity.
the person did carry themselves as an old, like, at least at my age at the time. So I was like, okay, let me see how this goes. And, you know, time passed, years passed, and after we dated for some time, I realized, like, okay, maybe it's not what I thought it was. And after that, I probably talked to, like,
A few people.
two, three younger guys after. And I know
So you gave a couple of chances.
I did. So, you know, a lot of people would do like one and done. No, like I like to give everyone a fair
one and
chance. And I talked to some other people after that, and I just realized it was the same trend where they make it seem like they're ready for what you're ready for as an older female. And then when you get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm showing you my end of it, I'm showing you what I'm bringing to the table, and then they start to back away, like, not realizing, oh shit, she actually is bringing a lot to the table.
Oh, well, now we're talking about this table. Okay, now you done brought up the table. So, what do you bring to the table? What do you feel like you bring to this, this imaginary table that we all have?
So, this imaginary table, I'm not going to say all the qualities or whatever.
Just give me a few qualities.
But I will say that there are some important things that I feel like are valuable things. Like, one, first and foremost,
what do you
to
bring?
me, is being a God-fearing person. That is first and foremost. I will say that is something that I will bring to the table. Another thing is being family-oriented. I'll bring that to the table. Being educated, being hardworking. These are all characteristics and qualities that I feel like as a female you should bring to the table. And that is outside of your daily chores around the house that you would do as a female. And I'm not to say that there's like gender roles, because guys equally should be helping out in the household, because if the female is educated, she's working hard the same as you, I feel like you should also bring something in.
Oh, so it matters only if she's educated and bringing something to the table. So if she's not, then the roles shouldn't be equal.
I won't say that.
No, that's just the way you kind of made it seem.
That's the way it came off to people who want to understand it as such. But to each is their own, because someone interpreting something is up to their own opinion. How I present it is different than how someone might interpret it. I simply see it as, if a female is doing that, then a guy should also be doing that. If a female, let's say, is not educated or anything like that, but she is trying, I feel like the guy should also bring equal opportunity to the table.
Just equal either way, no monetary
yes.
outside of that. Okay. Do you feel like you're a female who likes to be in control?
No.
So you think you're a submissive?
I don't like to be in control. I don't like to be submissive. I just like the equalness. Like, I feel like if there's any conflict, there's anything, like, we should be talking about this together. It should be 50-50. Like, all right. Unless it comes to car issues.
Oh, so there are rooms for where that it shouldn't be 50-50.
I
see.
do cars don't like me.
No, very understandable. So it's 50-50 when you feel that it should be, and then there are times where that man should have his role.
It should be a balance.
So where's the balance?
The balance is in the sense that if the guy is going to be helping out with your cars, like, I don't expect the guy to go grocery shopping, because let's be frank, a guy doesn't, not
grocery shop.
Most guys don't. I will do the grocery shopping. I have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with cooking, cleaning. Like, I literally have no problem with that. But there are days, being in the profession that I'm in, I work long hours. So there are days that if I'm tired and I cannot do it, I will expect for you to help. Not that it's your sole responsibility. I will take responsibility.
But what if we both did the same long hours? So who comes home and doesn't?
It should be equal. But the thing is that, like, if I'm doing long hours and I'm cooking, and you're doing the long hours, what else are you doing to help? We're both doing long hours. We should both be contributing to something.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to do the cooking, you help with cleaning. If you're going to do the cooking, I'll help with cleaning. That's what I mean when I say 50-50.
So we really believe in the whole idea of this, that it's 50-50.
Ideally. It's the ideal thing. Does it happen like that? No. Can it happen like that? Yes. It just depends on the people that you bring together. Are these two understanding people? Are these two people willing to work together to make this happen?
But do you feel like that's the issue that we could like a lot of quote unquote modern women could be running into the issue now? It's like men don't really see it as 50-50. So you coming to me and looking for all this 50-50, well, I'm just going to go to somebody who's going to give me what I want, who's not looking for it to be 50%.
And if you're looking for the easy way out, that's
whoa,
fine.
Whoa. Why do you call it the easy way out? That's not fair.
Easy way out or not, whatever I call it, I'm still saying that I don't care. It's like whatever your preference is. If I prefer to find someone who wants a 50-50, that's who I'm going to look for. If you're someone who wants a female who does everything, that's what you're going to look for. And I'm not going to knock you for that because that's your preference. My preference is someone who is agreeable with 50-50 type of lifestyle.
But how many men do you think agree to that 50-50 lifestyle?
It doesn't matter how many agrees to it. That's the type of man I'm looking for.
But I only just ask these questions because if there's like,
I don't know how many men agree to that lifestyle. I just know what I want.
Because like how many men really realistically agree to? No, for sure. But there's
so that's all I'm worried about. There's no men. That's all I'm worried about.
But how
do I worry about the guys who don't do it? I'm not worried about you because that's not what I.
But have you ran into the guys that you've been looking for?
I have ran into those guys, yes.
Then what has happened with it? Why didn't it work out?
It didn't work out because of different reasons. Not because we didn't work out in the 50-50 type of lifestyle, because of something else. They weren't ready. That's what it was. They weren't ready. They
weren't ready to do the 50-50 lifestyle.
Who will do the cleaning if I'm cooking. They will do the cooking if I'm cleaning. But then when it really comes down to it, and they really think about it, it's just they weren't ready for that.
They weren't ready to do the 50-50.
They weren't ready to do the commitment.
The 50-50 commitment.
And not just the 50-50, but when it comes to the real shit in life, arguments happen in relationships, and people think that it's all butterflies and cute because that's what they see in social media. But like when it comes down to it, you have arguments, you have difference of opinions, but it takes strong people to realize that okay, you have difference of opinion, but we can work around those differences and we can make this work. Some people have that difference in opinion and they're just like, I can't deal with this, I give up. Some people, if you're a bad tipper, I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going on another date with you. That's their preference. You can't knock somebody for that preference. But they know they gave it a try with somebody. The person didn't do what they like, aka tip well, and they're gonna be like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. So it's the same thing.
Okay, very understandable. So do you feel like do you feel like you'll be able to find somebody who will be able to match your?
Not 100%.
Okay.
But it's all.
So where are you willing to bend?
You have to figure out your main values in life. What are your?
What if a guy really comes like yo, I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning, like I'm just not doing it. I'll give you everything, whatever else per se that we're looking for, but I'm just not giving because like anything like that's the 50-50. That's where it lies in the 50-50 for you. So what if a guy comes like I'm just flat out not doing that, but in the other grand scheme of things, he kind of fulfills it. How does that work for you?
That's perfectly fine. I will understand that. So you have to understand, in my sense, if I come home from work one day and I'm tired and I cannot clean those dishes, don't come at me sideways because I'm tired and I can't do that. I will do it. I have no problem. If you're doing everything else, yeah, give me some time. I'll do it when I'm not working or when I'm not tired. But don't come at me because one day I come home from work and I can't do it. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah. But what if your work isn't necessarily important? What if your work was to make sure that was clean?
It's not important.
No, what if your work? No, what if your work was to make sure it was clean? Like that's a part of your full job.
And I will make sure it's clean. But the thing is that once again, it's back to 50-50. We are both.
But when we said it's not 50-50, it's not a 50-50 situation though. We made it clear that like he's already said that he's not giving you that 50-50
sense.
Cleaning and cooking and all that.
If it's not 50-50 anymore in the cleaning sense, but you're doing other things, then yes, I will take full responsibility of the cleaning. But it's still going to be a sense that you're not providing for me money every day, so I cannot clean for you every day.
So it's a monetary thing.
It's not even monetary. I'm just saying that as an example because you're saying providing. I don't know another.
Well, providing everything.
Yeah, okay,
I could be providing emotional support.
Yeah, I took my car to the shop every day.
Emotional support and providing a lot of
emotional
things.
support and what's that? Because I'm providing emotional support as well, so that's 50-50. So what else that you're providing me, I'm not providing for you.
But I don't need your emotional support. Like I don't need.
God needs emotional support.
People have the things that they personally need in a relationship.
Everyone needs emotional support.
Give or take.
You know? Do you need more?
Give or take. Hey. Some people need more. Like, you know, some people need more than others.
I mean, this is like, you know.
No, some people need more. Some
so
people.
What about your preference? What do you like? Type of things.
Like in what sense? Like, what do I like? In what sense?
In the sense that, do you agree with the 50-50 type of lifestyle?
No, I don't think. I personally disagree.
So, what type of
completely.
lifestyle do you prefer?
Like what lifestyle? Like as far as like what? Like in my relationship? Like
Yeah, like what we were just talking about. Like
okay, I'm agreeable. Like I feel like we'll figure out how things work for us. There's no
Does
like
that answer the questions that you were asking me though?
No, but
so
like,
it's like answer the same questions. Like, do you agree with the guy doing the cooking and cleaning? And
no, I don't want a guy. I don't care.
So
if a
you
guy
would do the cooking and cleaning solely.
Yeah.
You have no problem with that.
No problem.
So what do you want him to bring to the table? What do you bring to the table?
Ooh, what do I bring to the table? As Kevin Samuels would say, I am fit, friendly, and feminine.
3 F's.
The 3 F's, that's all you need. No, I do think, first of all, I bring femininity. I bring fertility. I bring a pleasant ambiance. And
fertile?
yes, thank you. I bring a friendly demeanor. I feel like I bring a pleasant household. I feel just me as like a person, my energy and everything just creates just a happy environment. I feel like a guy would just be genuinely just happy with me. Like, and you know, like whatever, me cooking and me cleaning and just, I feel like just my energy, like would just, that's what I bring to the table. I don't bring stress. I don't bring drama. I don't bring, you know, kids. I don't bring, you know, aggressiveness.
So you think bringing kids to situations is an issue?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, why are you bringing your baggage into my situation? Sorry. No, it's nothing personal, but I just...
So you would never date a guy with
I didn't say I wouldn't date people with kids. It's more, like, it depends on what your situation is with your child's mother. Because, you know, I don't understand why you have 2 or 3 kids or, you know, multiple baby mothers. Like,
So if I had one kid's
cool. I'm
and
cool.
him as baby mama is still cool. You're fine with
Cool with it. As you should be cool. Why aren't you cool with your baby mother? I would find it more as a hesitance as to why you weren't cool with her. What's your issue? And then if you don't like her,
on a daily basis, hang out on a daily basis, that's fine.
where are you guys hanging out? Or like those are all nuances specifically to certain relationships that I don't have any accountability. I can't speak on. Me personally,
You wouldn't do that.
No, I feel like if it didn't work out, that's why I don't understand the whole concept of like multiple ones. Like, I feel like you should be invested into who you know plan to procreate with and things of that nature. So I don't think you should be just spreading your seed anyhow. I don't agree with women just, you know, having kids by 1, 2, or 3 baby daddies, all those like things. But a guy with 1 kid, I'm cool. Especially depending, your child's like 7, 8, we in business.
Or are they younger?
We're in business depending on how young. Like if you got a newborn child, yeah, walk away. You're good. Go work it out with your baby mama. We'll talk in a few years once you guys have figured it out. But yeah, me personally, like what I think I bring to the table is just good energy, good, like, you know, I'm friendly, I'm feminine, you know, I can cook, I can clean, you know, I'm just good energy. I think a lot of the issues that men have with women is just not coming home to a peace of mind, a friendly, a homely environment. It's coming home to stress. It's coming home to drama. It's coming home to some aggressive woman, you know, in a sense trying to competing with you in a little bit of a way. And like no guy wants to come home or be in a position where he is emasculated. And I feel like that's a lot of the issues that women have. So it's like when I bring to the table, it's like, yeah, like yes. You know, I'm educated, you know, I have a decent background, and yes, you know, we're hoping to get, you know, further, but I think I just bring flat out good energy. I give you your space, and I, you know, would respect if you gave me mine. I think that's a lot of the issue that a lot of women have, you know.
So if you feel like you have all that, why do you think that hasn't worked for you so far?
I just really don't think I've really come across like that right person. The guys I've dated, like we weren't just a match. Like it just wasn't gonna work out. Like, and they went on to find other people that it would work out for them. You know, as great as the catch I am, I have to find the right fish. You know, it's like, is it salmon? Is it this or that? Like I gotta find the right one.
Yeah, salmon, red snapper.
Yeah, like which one is it? And I'm being very patient. I'm being very open and everything to finding the right one who's also that I'm the right fit for. Because I'm not necessarily the right fit for everybody.
Exactly. You may have your qualities and you may think that, okay, this is what I feel like are my qualities to present, but some guy would be like, I don't care about that quality. You know what I'm saying?
But the issue that I have with men is like, it's been me.
That you don't have. So that's what I'm saying. It's about, I agree with her about finding your perfect fit. Finding that what qualities you present, the person who you're presenting it to receives it and appreciates those qualities and presents the qualities to you that you equally.
Yeah, but we also need to be aware of the qualities that men. I think the issue is that women aren't aware of what the qualities men are actually looking for, and they themselves have curated.
Every man has different qualities, just like every female has different qualities. That's what I'm saying. Like you have your qualities, and the person who matches your qualities will attract to you.
Understandable, but more so, like, again, more so even reasons why I like brought this channel and everything is because as much as we talk about the qualities and all this stuff that we have and we bring and all of that, the men are a deciding factor in a lot of these things. So a lot of our goals and things should be
a lot of your channels about females being more proactive. So
yeah, to go into to being better women about themselves to get the kind of guy,
or being the deciding factors approaching the guy.
Well, but just because you approach him doesn't mean he's still gonna want you. You still have to be the type of woman he would still want. So you're gonna go approach a guy. I've been rejected, so just because you approach a guy, it doesn't still give you the. I think you should be approaching so you can be in the vicinity and everything to getting men, and just so that men don't just so that you're in their presence and everything. Not just because you approach them that it's just gonna be all happy-go-lucky. You still need to be the type of woman.
That's true.
Yeah, you still need to be the type of woman that he's looking for. And I think that that's a lot of the issue. And like I might talk about my channels, like I don't think we know what men are actually looking for. I think we sit around and we have our preconceived notions. We sit with ourselves and we come up with these theories of, he likes this or he wants that, or he want a woman who could cook and a woman who could do that. Oh no, he want a woman who got money. And like I think we don't know what they are looking for in us, and I feel like that's why we're lost, and that's why I'm kind of like trying to bring my channel just so that we can know, like, hey, what do guys actually want from us? Because we sit around and think, oh no, they want us independent and all of this. Oh no, they want us housewives, and oh no, they want us this or that or whatever the case may be. I don't think we actually know what they're looking for. So I just talk about my channel, like when I've gone to other male channels and other things, and I've seen the way that they've spoken about women and seen the things that they're looking for. Like Kevin James said, men are looking for fit, feminine, and friendly. That's what they're looking for. But you ask a woman what a guy's looking for. Oh no, he's looking for educated. He's looking for this. He's looking for that. He's looking for a woman who can cook. He's looking for a woman that's like, whoa.
So a female who's not fit has never married a guy before?
No, it's not necessarily that, but she's married a guy in her range. And no. A woman who's not fit or
her range or not, it's a man, right?
No, that's perfectly fine. So but no, it's the expectation. No, it's the expectations of a lot of women. A lot of women come outgoing.
A lot of women that a lot of women
don't
have high expectations.
No, they all
just want to find genuine love.
They all have expectations. They want a guy who matches them. There are a lot of women who match them.
And you see a lot of also people out there in this world that you say opposite attracts. You see a lot of females that you know what they're about, and you see the guys that they get with, and you're like, these are two opposite people. So it's not always about finding someone that matches you, but sometimes opposites really do attract. And you hear that all the time growing up. They say opposites attract.
It's more so the fact of what kind of guys women are looking for.
What the female wants and what the guy wants.
But what do you think most women want in the guy? Especially a woman like you. What do you all want?
That I can only speak
for yourself, but you're a modern
cannot
woman.
say what most females out there want.
But what do you look at? You're looking for a guy who's
qualities that were embedded
monetary wise,
birth, from
monetary
childhood, from social settings, environments. What I grew up knowing, and also what I grew up wanting.
Monetary wise, how much does your guy need to make?
Oh, we're talking about money?
Yeah, it's always about money. It's always women. It's always about money. You feel all this. Oh, I'm looking for a guy that's gonna be like this. No, tell me money.
I will say one thing, and I will hope that those who really know me and are close to me will actually know what I'm talking about when I say this. But I do appreciate God with money. But from my experience, I've always been mostly the breadwinner. So how much does that really make seem that I care most about?
But then no,
it's not really.
But then it hasn't worked out with the guys that
will
you
say that. Oh, it has to be strictly the guy paying for everything. There's some females like that. I'm not like that. I don't judge the females who are like that.
But has it worked out with you being the breadwinner in the relationship?
But it has worked out with me being the breadwinner in the relationship.
Well, why aren't you dating? Why aren't you like? If it has worked out so much, then
It's all in all.
So it's always about money. So money does play the.
To her, it's also about money.
No. I didn't bring up money to the end. I didn't bring up anything about money.
That's the money question.
Well, because money needs to be brought up now. Because you were trying to run the question. I'm gonna bring it back.
That's the question. I just said.
As soon as we came
spoke about my own personal experience because we were bringing personal.
So it hasn't worked out with you being the breadwinner in the relationship, right?
But it's still not all about money to me. All I'm saying is I've given people who have less money than me a chance. I've given people who have more money than me a chance. It still hasn't worked out either way. So what I'm trying to say is that the money does not matter. If she wants to say it matters, that's her own opinion.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
That's fine. All I'm saying is that I've dated both ends of the spectrum, and it hasn't worked out either way. So
were you okay with being the breadwinner?
I didn't mind either way because when I was the breadwinner, the person treated me well.
And what happened when you weren't the breadwinner? When
I wasn't the breadwinner, the person still treated me well, but not as I wanted to be treated.
What was the issue?
They didn't treat me well. Let me stop lying. They did not. So yeah, they did. And I've noticed that a lot with people who make more money. They tend to just treat you like whatever.
So, well, you just seemingly said that it didn't really matter monetarily wise, whether they made less or more. It just didn't work out. So, who do you think is the reason why it hasn't?
The money to me didn't matter. I would still have talked to the person whether you had more money or less money than me. The personality is what mattered. They didn't have the personality. I've had people who were broke and their personality was shitty. I've talked to people who had money and their personality.
Do you think maybe it was your personality? Do you think maybe
it could have been?
Okay.
I'm not dodging that either.
Okay.
It could have been.
You could be accepting that it could possibly be you.
Yeah.
Something about you.
It could.
That could be just attracting
It could be
these.
something about you. It could be something about me. It could be something about.
Well, no, we're talking about you. Don't be keep trying to throw it. I see you keep trying to throw it over my.
But this wasn't an interview. This was an interview. This was a casual conversation that she's turned into an interview. So whatever question she asks me, she has the right to answer too. So
Very much so.
You don't have any answer for that? No.
Oh, I already answered, girl.
So money matters to you.
Well, you didn't ask that. Oh, so I think money is a very important factor in a relationship. Money is amongst top 3.
So would you ever date a guy that makes less money than you?
It's not about money.
Now it's not about money, right?
Well, honestly, if you make less money than me, then we really poor. So, but I'm with somebody to building. Like if we're building, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're not gonna mooch off of me. You're not gonna mooch. Let's get it. You're not gonna mooch off me. We're building together. We're cool. If you think you done let you a sugar mama, nah, whoa, only got $2 for me.
I ain't know what sugar mama for my own sugar mama, but yeah, that's about it.
All right. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of That Average Show podcast. And I want to thank Tizzy for stopping in. I know the questions were a little aggressive, but thank you for
She was coming at me.
just a wee bit, trying to have a little fun.
It's all love.
It's all love. It's all love. But please like, comment, subscribe below, and let me know what you guys think. Oh, this is my song. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.